Okay, so this TV, it's kind of on its last leg. The moment that the warranty ran out, I started running into problems. First, the HDMI, first the Wi-Fi died. Then the Ethernet started blinking on and off. Then 2 of the free HDMI ports just stopped receiving any sort of picture signal. Now on the third one, I can get a picture on the Roku device, and with switch boxes I can get all my devices hooked up. However, not all the devices work properly, and I've tried multiple switch boxes and they all have the same problem. Wherein the Roku will work just fine, and as you can see, it will show a 4K. It'll show a perfect 4K picture. However, if you go to either my Xbox or my PS5 or my PS4, well, here's what happens. When you turn that on, and this is what has made it unusable. Besides the fact that it's having trouble connecting to the internet. Once in a while, you will see a notice pop up that says LAN disconnected, LAN reconnected. Its LAN will go off and on, and it will just stop things. But here in Xbox, if the only way I'm able to get a picture on the Xbox here or my PS4 is to set the resolution at 1080p. For some reason, and I've tried multiple cables, I even bought a $20 cable to try and fix this. If you switch it to 4K, the picture will blink off and on. Will blink off and on. Sometimes it'll stay for a few minutes, but in the end it'll start blinking off and on. And wouldn't you know it, it's not doing it. Yeah, as you can see what it just did there? And as you can see the wired LAN, and this had Wi-Fi, but it doesn't work anymore. If you want a picture, you have to switch to 1080p. And for some reason, every time I switch to picture resolution, it's causing the autofocus to go out. Don't ask me why. This was perfectly in focus a second ago. But anyway. So yeah, that is pretty useless. So yeah, so it was looking like I might have to spend my tax return on a new TV, which I really didn't want to do since it's really the only money I have right now. However, I do have this. On eBay, it averages for 30 bucks, and it is the main board to my exact model of TV. They said it's testing and working from a television that was brought in with a damaged screen. So what I'm going to try to do is get this TV open and hook up this main board, hook up a new main board and see if that fixes the problem. And if I screw this up, well, this is now an instructional video on what not to do, but... Okay, there you go. The TV is open, but be warned, this isn't easy. Once you get all the screws out, you then have to go along the edges with a screwdriver and it needs to be a big screwdriver. We found a little flathead didn't work. You have to get it in there and then twist and twist and twist and twist to get everything open. All right? Well, now I'm going to remove the old broken board. All right? just taking special note of where everything is attached. All right, there. Fortunately, all these things you just have to flip them up. Righto. That looks like it's probably 12 volts power right there. Okay, there, that got it. It's probably 12 volts power right there. Alright, now. Oh, that's the one thing they didn't show in the series. Oh, I guess this just comes out and just goes like, we'll just go like this. Yeah. Huh. Okay, does it go like this? Nope. Doesn't go like. Nope, that puts it too low. Huh. Nope. The way it looks like it would go, it doesn't. None of the ways you think it would fit, it fits. Oh wait, maybe this is it. Okay, yeah, I think this is it, yeah. Oh yeah, that's it, that's it. Alright, got it. Okay, now fortunately these things only go exactly as long as it takes to get to where they're plugged in, so I don't think I can make any mistakes plugging anything back in. And they only seem to plug in one way, so that's pretty foolproof. I know it's what. Okay, so Peter figured it out. You have to push these really far back, it turns out. And this is what this is the way they should be facing. This is where each of them should be plugged in to get it working. And this seems to be working. Once we get it all buttoned up, I'll try plugging in everything, and then we'll see if all the HDMI cables work. But if we can get that, then we'll call this a win. But that's gonna, oh boy. We're going to spend another hour doing that. If only they would. The first time I got an HD TV, it was all secured. I had to repair something in it, and it was all secured with screws instead of all this stuff. It was, you just unscrewed, I think it was 6 screws, and the thing popped up. Gone are those days. All right. Okay, so everything seems to be working. If you look, 4K on my 4K on my Xbox again it's still synced up with my universal remote. Yep, true 4K picture it's taking in, all inputs working. No more of the LAN disconnect and reconnecting. Wi-Fi is working, so I'm going to call this a success. It took us about an hour and a half to do this, and there are some scratches to the case when we opened it up. But on the bright side, I was looking at to get a replacement for this TV, looking at spending between $700 and $900. So for $30 worth of parts, help from 2 people, and about an hour and a half of labor, this whole thing is fixed. So yeah, I'm very happy.